Okay, this should be good. Hello? 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 Let me pull up my stream. Hello, hello, hello. Moderator. Hello, moderator. Who's in my chat room? Someone please help me. Please. I think my moderator lost my attention span. Her attention span. Whatever, I'm just gonna assume this is working. First stream of the new year. Our yearly Amnesia the Dark Descent replay. Oh, there's my moderator. You're useless. Respectfully. I can't wait to play this game. That was a really long time of trying to figure out why my microphone wasn't good. And that's very annoying. But it's okay. It's okay. We are here now. And we are here to video game. Thank God it works. Alright, let's get right into it. My favorite game. If somebody were to ask me my favorite game, Amnesia would probably be maybe the first pick. It's a mix between Amnesia and Yakuza. Oh my god, that's loud. Holy moly. 1 minute. Let me just see. How loud is this for you as the viewer, moderator? Is this good? Good volume? Or too loud? Moderator, my moderator isn't here. My moderator is the attention span of a fly. What are these profiles? New player, weenie eater, beanie eater, and Halloween time. Just... Let's sit. Come on, Tavius. There we go, that's good. Alright. Let's run this joint, as they say.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
God dang. Someone spilled their god dang watermelon juice on my floor. You know how hard that is to clean? You don't hear anything if I'm speaking. Bro. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. I can just... I tried to test it on my phone, but I can just do it here. Test. Dude, it's you. I literally just tested it in an incognito browser. It's you. My god. It's you. Your problem. Fix it now. Anyways. Minor digression aside. Oh, this game looks so good. Kind of. Not really. Pretty decent. I'm only getting 60 frames. I don't like that. I'm a little bit spoiled. Is there any way to make that not 60 frames? There isn't. Well, that sucks. Nice. Holy moly. Loud. Wind. Tinderbox. I'll never forget. Just picking up random tinderboxes. Nice. Useless. I just made glass go everywhere. For no reason. Someone's gonna step on that. The H. Just fell to my knees. This game looks a bit crusty, I'm not gonna lie. A little bit of a crusty game. It really shows its age now. I love the physics engine in this game. You can just do whatever. Beautiful. Shirt. Scary. Follow the watermelon juice trail. Okay. Waste of time, my bad. This one line here, that one paragraph, that's always stuck in my head. I can never get rid of it. Oh, my eyes. Good golly. Cockroaches. Oh my god, this is... I can't see, bro. This is a little bit too crusty for me. I need to find a lantern. Beautiful. Lantern mechanics. Good old lantern. Ooh. Our vision seems to be a bit weird. A little bit wonky. God, bro, I'm just made of like... Excuse me, my god, lung cancer. Just made of titanium, the way I'm throwing these around. Absolute brick wall of a human. I don't know what to say. Just built differently. I should get on that. Let me get on the chair and read. What? Is there a way to rotate this? Oh yeah. Hold R. Alright, let's read.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum. Find Alexander and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
It's nice and all, but why was I coated in like a pink tint? What happened there? Don't think that was supposed to happen. Neat. Very neat. I love the voice acting in this game. Oh, I forgot about this.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Meat. Yeah, I really like the voice acting in this game. It's my standard when it comes to voice acting in video games. Ooh. Also, Rost from League of Legends. He shares the same... I don't like to bring this up because, like, it's League of Legends. But he shares the same voice actor as Alexander. Meat. Nice meat. Do cockroaches really hiss? I've never heard them. I haven't, like, had the misfortune of experiencing cockroaches before, really. I think I've seen them before. I don't really think I've had the misfortune of dealing with them. I wouldn't know. I don't know why. I thought there would be something up there. Turkish delights. I love Turkish delights. I like how equally cowardly and brave Daniel is. Like, he gets scared by the smallest things, and sometimes he can barely see.
What is this place?
Oh my god. He just talked. But he still presses on, even in spite of that. It's very neat to see. Chemical relocation. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem ineffective, but many are stained with a fear that it will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can to move them to the wine cellar. Freak.
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aquaforce.
Who's messaging me on Discord right now? My lantern just went out. Love to see it. Hold on, my friend was asking when the stream was starting. As I'm streaming. Early alchemy experiment. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. Former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sent some close. Calamine and orpiment are given in the Cooperand mines as well. So I will attempt aqua rejuice to aqua force and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use a recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. I find myself doing terrible things. I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for our life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. This is a modern literacy test. We should make kids play Amnesia: The Dark Descent in high school. Test their literacy. Media literacy. Third graders, understandable. It's locked and will not open without a key. I think this game made me just love writing and stories, because it was such an interesting story. I played it when I was a young boy. Just a young lad. Everything comes together well. The story, the art style, the music. The gameplay. God dang. The strength I have.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
So, much like how Breaking Bad, the main villain of the story is the British Museum, the people of Britain. Just like how in Breaking Bad, the main villain was the American healthcare system. Really, there's a lot of depth to this story, really. If you don't think about it too much and look at it at a surface level. Cool. Nice noise. Get this goddamn chair out of here, boy. Daniel's made of pure steel. Creature of pure human muscle.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
I like how Daniel is relying on these people, these Algerians, and in his diary he says, what did he say? He said he felt their strange language getting to him. Come on, bro. Nice, I just unleashed a ghost. You're the one with the strange language, Daniel. You're in Algeria. Colonizers, I tell you. Nice. What's this now? Is that where I came from? Like, even this ambience. This ambient... like that, as well. But even the ambient noise is just so weird. It's just so offsetting, off-putting. Cool. Having a heart attack. Daniel's having a heart attack.
17th May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Incredible. I'm surprised they don't do that much. That little sequence, it only happens a couple times. It's very impactful when it does happen.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Man, the sound design of this game is just too good. It feels like Alexander is like really talking to Daniel and hitting the paper. It is insane sound design. Now watch as I smash this brick wall.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
It's true, though. It's very true. I never understood the importance of having these little puzzles. Because, I mean, the shadow, he's just gonna break through everything. What does this really accomplish? Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with noise, Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversation, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies rot by their tainted salt and left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called Gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Is it undone? Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the seemly hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Altstadt, and like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside of the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by... It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. Family has always been secretive when it comes to the lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never fully been recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. That was a lot of reading, but it was worth it. Closing of the wine cell, Wilhelm was full of endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I'll feed them some wine. It would in a sense solve both of my problems. Creature. There is a creature amongst us. Oh, time to go. Have fun, creature. Yes, meat. Love me some meat. Good. Good meat. Wine cellar.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Dang. They be drinking. Wow, are they gonna close the door on me? God dang, bro. Daniel might be the strongest protagonist in video game history. It is what it is. I mean, who has this kind of strength? That is a full barrel. You can just, like, look at that. My god. You can toss it around like it's nothing.
Is anyone there?
I love how every time you play this game, you get a new experience. Like those little voice lines from Daniel. They don't always play. They have a small percent chance to play. I still haven't heard that one. Even though this is my whatever-eth time playing. Hit in the head with the barrel. Awaken, Daniel. Get up. That trauma is temporary. Brennenberg is forever. Nice.
What's happening? Oh, it feels like my chest is going to burst. Oh.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Dude, Wilhelm's voice actor. That man has... what's the word I'm looking for? I don't like it, but I'm gonna use it. He has aura. I know there's another word, but I can't find it. My name is Wilhelm, House of Gerich. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the castle of Brennenberg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what the supposed knight of the order could want from me and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and not the honors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted it wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the number, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen who were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight, the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes and I can no longer... ... So what did Alexander give them? I wonder. Oh, eggs. Okay, my bad. If an enemy is near, stay out of sight. Stay out of sight and hide in the darkness. Make sure to turn off your lantern if possible. Am I gonna see an enemy? Oh my god, what was that noise? Hello, enemy. Enemy. This I do not like. The camera being all wonky. This really shows the age of the game. This would be immediately removed. It was introduced in a modern era game. Oh my god. My mouse. Can't imagine how this must be to watch. Please, leave me alone. I think I have all the chemicals now. What before I do? I need to prepare them with an appropriate apparatus. I'm going home. I don't need any of this. After doing 3 days in Algiers, a sailboat was finally arranged to take him across the Mediterranean Sea to Gibraltar. Having reached British territory, my bad. Like, I was like, maybe I can read this in time. Okay. That's why I don't usually read the loading screen text. That's usually gone by the time I can read it aloud. I can read it in my head just fine. It's reading it aloud. some dinner. Cooperage. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. Good God. Orpiment. Chemistry plot. To turn on the burners first. Yes. Chemistry. Beautiful. I now have a pot of acid. Bridge collapsed. Yeah. Dang it. Hold on. Okay, that didn't work. Yeah. Surely I can cheese this. Surely. Surely. Whatever. Not worth it. Get me up there. Cloud smell of desert and damp must be delicious scrambled top. I can't. That is that. I'm not a slow reader either. I read very fast. Those tips, they're just way too fast. Onwards to the refinery. I sat down by the Casbah wall, gasping for air. Sweat poured from his forehead and onto the sand-filled ground.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Be careful when enemies are near. Thank you. Oi! Hello. Enemy. Creatura. Calm down, my god. Did that for you, Terry. Broke all the bottles. You're welcome, bro. What a moment. Close that door.
22nd of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
I don't even know the value of a barrel of whiskey. It's thousands. Unbelievable. And I can make just like moonshine in my backyard. I don't do it legally, I don't do it. And I can have the same effect. Can you believe it? Locked. Is it moonshine if you're paying taxes? Realistically, what's stopping you from just being like a moonshiner, or like a legal moonshiner, like an alcohol maker, you know? Like, what's stopping you from just making whiskey in your basement right now? Knowledge, understanding. Don't have a basement. Put it in like put it in your wife's room. I don't know, man. Just saying. Respectfully. Surely she will have no objection, right? Wife's was also your room, understandable. Too heavy to lift. Dude, Daniel mugs you, I'm sorry to say. This is a full barrel, presumably of whiskey. Look at this goddamn strength. Look at how he handles this. Ooh. He could not do that. Nah. I think Daniel has one over you. What's the latch made of? Plot. Plotesium. Hardest substance ever created.
"25th of June, 1839. I feel the need to continue this journal, even though it was intended for my journey to Africa. This must be something very important. I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece the orb back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change color, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirmed my suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind a bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
Daniel's issue is that he's British. If he was American, he'd have a blicky with him. Understandable. I mean, I think the British at this point also had a hot iron. Oh my god. When does this take place? 1839, right? Yeah. I'm sure that the British would have firearms commonplace. Oh, you know what time it is. Best part of the game. Are you ready? It's water monster time. Ah, yes, stress. Oh, I can feel my cortisol rising. Beautiful. Love to see it. Yes. Stress. High stress. Oh my god. Oh, get up there, Daniel. Daniel, please. Please, Daniel. Oh my god, I hate this thing. Daniel. Go away. Avast. Oi. Oi. The movement. Oh boy. Dude, Daniel, get up. Daniel. Come on, Daniel. Oh my god, the movement. I gotta like that. Alright. I hate this part, bro. Here, go over there. Go that way. Eat that. Oil. Get up there, boy. Come on. Oh my god. I knew it. I knew he finished eating it. Avast. Goodbye. Go. Pockets of luck. And the hollow meal. Oh my god. Even now, even after having played this game, that's still so stressful. That is so stressful. Oh, it's not over. Oh, beautiful. Oh, it's right behind me. Oh my god. Oh, I have a headache. That's how stressed I am right now. Ooh. Ah, yes. Finally, respite. You see how beautifully that door opens? We don't lose any sanity. It's not like a horror event. It just opens. Oh my god, yes. Wash your face, Daniel. Take a shower, Daniel. Where does the lady's body end? I guess it just kind of blends in. Oh, yes, this music. Just take it all in.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
Brother doesn't know what an elevator is. I mean, give him some slack. This is 1839. Alexander possesses otherworldly knowledge. He needs to get his money up. Okay, my bad. This track is so ethereal. I don't want to go here. Oh, I have to go there. Oh, I don't want to go there. Oh, I have to go there. God dang it. Ah, more stress. Surprised at how stressed this game can make me feel, even now. God, I hate this place. Darkness is strange and unnatural, yeah. No kidding.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Love the voice acting. Absolutely love it. Find a way to get through. Does make me wonder, how is it that, how many years have passed? 25 years? No, it can't be. 15 years at most have passed, and we still haven't, for me at least, they haven't really surpassed this level of quality in a horror game. Yes, I did stop talking when I heard the monster. That's an astute observation. I think it's because I'm conditioned by, like, repo. The H? There's some good physics right there. Yeah, I mean, it just has everything. Beautiful story, beautiful atmosphere, beautiful gameplay. This, I'll never get tired of this. This is so fun. The physics engine is just amazing to me. It's surprising to me that even with all the money and inspiration that the new games have, they can't really top this game. Lightning in a bottle. Alexander, I prepared the explosives you needed or clearing the flood drain. I can't stress enough how important it is that the mixture is handled with care. Please try to tell your featherbrain servants this before you go ahead with your plans. The liquids are not by themselves explosive and should be kept separated to avoid further mishaps. I've arranged 2 large vats in the next room for the ingredients. All you need to do is mix the liquids and you're ready to go. Agrippa. Like Amnesia, Machine for Pigs, in my personal opinion, see, I want to say it's my favorite game, but I'm not sure that it is. It has a best story, I'll say that. Amnesia, Machine for Pigs, best story out of all the games for me on a personal level. And that game wasn't even created by the original Amnesia people, so that's kind of like a it doesn't really count. But Amnesia Rebirth and Amnesia the Bunker, those two were so far behind in terms of just overall quality. Why you do this to me? Why you do that? Like, The Bunker and Rebirth, they were both really pretty good games. Rebirth is my 3rd favorite. The Bunker is my 4th favorite. Bunker is way better than Rebirth, bro. You're smoking mad crack. Respectfully. I could not handle The Bunker, it just became way too tedious. Cocaina. You're on that cocaina. Rebirth was a nice continuation of The Dark Descent, but it just fell short in some ways. Oh, I loved Rebirth, though. I loved exploring the... was it the Algerian fortress? I'm not sure if it was Algerian. I liked the fortress, though, that most of the game took place in. That was really nice. I mean, all the games definitely have their high points and low points. But this one is just perfect. There's no real low point. I'm trying to think of a part that I don't like in this one. Let me just throw a whole barrel at this. I'm running out of oil. Time to invade Venezuela.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
Third game, well, I guess the 4th game, The Bunker. That game was so weak. I did not like it. There were like 30 minutes of story connecting the other games, and the rest was just ugh. The gameplay was just ugh. Like, yeah, it's scary, but then you have to ration out things so lightly. You just have to ration out your resources, and it's not in this game where like you just have to. My bad. You had to watch an ad. How long was the ad? It's okay, bro. Drop the Prime sub. Drop the Prime sub. What can I say? It's like Tyler once says, minute and a half of ads. That's crazy. I can't turn them off either. Twitch doesn't let you. You literally just have to sub up. What was I talking about before I got scared by a monster? Amnesia, the bunker. You have to ration out your resources and it's not... Why are you still there? Why is he still there? Why is he still there? Why is that guy still there? What is he doing in that room? Get out of that room, bro. Please get out of that room. There's no he's still there, right? Oh my god. What is he still doing there? Yo. He's still there. Bro, why is he still there? Go away. Go away. Don't take kindly to your folks around here. When is he gonna leave? I think I just released the beast. He's just gonna be wandering. Oh my god, yes I have. He's just gonna be looping around. He saw me, bro. He saw me.
Please, I beg you.
Oh my god. Thank you. close there. If a full set of 3 rods is unavailable, there's one rod in the inner study rooms which might work in case the elevator breaks down again, unless it's absolutely necessary. Always a spare rod is stored before using a mended one. Surprised at how well modeled Daniel's hand is. Impressive. Look at the little hairs on it as well. Oh. See him, he can't see me. Simple as. Time to run. I knew it, bro, I knew it. I thought I was being smart with my oil. Which way is the way out? I'm just gonna sprint for it. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going. Oh, stress. God. My God.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shame will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
Boy. I don't even know what I'm doing here. useless action.
This shouldn't be.
Letter regarding the discovery of an orb to my most trusted student friend Johann Weyer. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it. As the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. It was as it was told about, an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Altstadt, investigating one of the antiquated trails, when I finally found a cavern. I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained. As I continued my escape, when I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black, the leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I stauned through the dredged land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genova. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still until this day I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest in ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Altstadt. Your friend and mentor Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Canis Lupus Familiaris, 1658, April 12th. A short study has cleared up the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Bird.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Of course you leave the moment the dog is tortured. Good night. Take Jerry. 1658 January 9th. Further disappointed, the antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in any particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly humans emanate more out of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they would prove less of a hassle to acquire. rumble. Don't worry. I have an idea. Something just ate a tree. Love to see it. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint when patience spanned centuries? From where I came, mankind is not even a wasted breath, yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who in all fairness should have entered that gate. Chamber controller. Steam power for elevation. Elevator schematics. ... Elevator renovation plans. Emergency decelerator. Beautiful. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use a steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meters should read up 8, down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam jet functions, a 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. Nice. Eat the tree.
Journal is gone. What would they want with my journal?
Stuck due to a broken lock.
July 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Oh, nice. I always try to fit this back in, and I usually can't ever do it. Oh my god. Get back in there. Well, this isn't supposed to happen. Get back in there. Get back. Nice. Oh, you. Get in there. No. Hold on. I can do this. I can do this. Oh my god, I did it. Oh my god, that's not supposed to happen. That is not supposed to happen. That is not how drawers work. I don't... Where did it go? Where did the drawer go? I see. Alright, let's not worry about that then. Crowbar.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Love that line delivery. Nice noise. Bellissimo.
The key. Please, let it be here.
Excuse me, bro? Holy moly. Better hold your breath, Daniel. Oh, he gone.
Fourth of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
He's just like me. He retires to his drawing room with a cup of tea. Exactly as me.
Thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
Got the machine room key. Oh, that's not good. There is blood in my resting room.
Herbert, how did we find this place?
An old friend back in Algiers gave me a map.
Why isn't he with us? Didn't he want to come?
He wanted to, Daniel, but things don't always turn out the way we planned.
Friend in Algiers, who was it? Was that Agrippa? No, couldn't be. Was it Alexander? Alright. Regardless. My moderator is not here. She was not here for the entire stream. She is getting demoted. I am also very tired. And I have a headache. Because this game is extremely stressful. So I will continue tomorrow. Or the day after. Or the day after. We'll see. God, I love that game though. Oof, can't wait to finish it. Alright. I am out. End of stream. 'Twas fun. Moderator, if you're still here. Moderator, I'm firing you. I'm firing you. Thank you for the sub. I don't know. I didn't get like a thing for the sub. That's weird. I didn't get a notification. Oh, wait, you didn't do the share my sub? Or like, something like that. You had to press a button right after you sub for me to see it. It is what it is. Skill issue, I guess. I get $2 out of that. You did not mobile, understandable. Alright. Continue tomorrow, maybe. Possibly. I am out. Peace out.